Hey guys, Janik back here with part 2 of the sales training video for the 7/31/20 announcement group. Starting you off here, this is a sample that I have of the 30K ethanol tank car in HO scale. This particular car is in the ADM scheme. Not quite the same as what we're doing, but you get the idea. Um, and I don't know if you guys can see, but we got wire, safety rails all the way down on both sides, and you have the brake gear underneath the car here. Full brake detail on the end, and the separately printed warning placards, and then of course all the handrails and ladders up on the top are separately applied. These are brass, so they can take a little bit of a hit and keep on trucking. So, like I said, a nice RTR level car, not a cheap car, but a very nice car, and they look great when you're running all train of them together. So that's the 30,000 gallon ethanol car. I have with me, I don't usually have this many items that are pertinent, but you guys are lucky today. These are a couple of the FMC 4700 covered hoppers, and this is the Burlington Northern scheme, almost a dead nuts accurate version of what I just showed you guys. You'll notice that this one is a Fort Worth and Denver reporting mark, whereas we're doing Burlington Northern, but the decoration remains mostly the same. Like I said, separate outlet gates on this car, two different kinds of outlet gates. All these grab irons here are separately applied edge to metal. You have a full detailed brake system on this car as well, and a really nice edge to metal roof lock that really makes this car pop when it's going by in a train. These holes are absolutely tiny, and you can see through them, and you can see through on the ends right there. So a really nice car. Here is the, there it goes, forgot to put the brakes on. Here is the BNSF version as well that we're doing. Not a visually stunning car, but a car that is seen in multiples on a lot of BNSF trains, and so it's hard to get just one of these. You're going to have to get a lot of them to fill your train out. Yeah, just the circle, earlier BNSF circle herald on this car, that came into use in 1996. So this car is good from anywhere 1996 up until the present day, really. Here is something a little bit more interesting to look at. This is actually from the first run of the FMC combo door box cars, which are in this announcement, and this is actually a Railbox Prime for Grind version, so it's a lot like what we're doing, although we are not doing any duplicate numbers or decorations. We're doing 3 brand new ones, so keep that in mind. This is just a guide here, but it does give you the idea. I forgot how many yellows are on this thing. It's probably 4 or 5. So you have the faded out Railbox lettering here with the patches and the number. You have the faded black door and the faded blue and red logo, and then the yellow areas here where the lettering used to be, and you can still see it on the real car. You got sort of a galvanized faded metal roof here. It stands up by itself. And then on the bottom, on the trucks and the underframe, you got sort of a dirty black. So a great looking car out of the box, a show quality model if all you have to do is add a little bit of your own weathering and paint and pastel powders, and a lot of customers like to dirty up their trains to make them look more realistic. If you do that to this one, it's going to be a showstopper. Nice details on this car too. Again, you have see-through platforms on the ends here. You have separate ladders, separate grab irons, under frame with the brake details. So a nice car. Got a couple more to show you guys before we wrap this one up. Here is my sample of the 50-foot double door box car, the roundhouse car, ANHO scale. You know, this is an older car, like I said. It doesn't quite have the level of separate detail that the other box car, the combo door car, has, but this car has something up its sleeve too. These doors are operating doors, and so you can detail the inside. You can add a load, you can add a transient person in there, you can just leave it empty, and these are a little stuck, I apologize for that, but so a nice play value feature with this car, the opening doors, and that's on both sides. Like I said, the 50-foot double door box car here. And lastly, for this video, and my apologies, for some reason this car is missing its wheels. We will include wheels with our version, I promise. This is the 40-foot flat car with the boat on it. This particular boat is not a paint version that we are offering, but I did want to show you guys as an example, and I'll take the roof off here if I can without breaking it. So, you know, a nicely sort of decorated interior and nicely printed details on this boat on the top. You got different colors there on the bottom, and you have, you guys probably can't read that, but it says Barely Awake Toronto. So, you know, funny little catchphrases and names on the back of these boats, just like the real ones oftentimes have names. And so these are the slots where the boat sits on the flat car right there. The flat car has a cradle, which is designed to fit the boat. It can also run without the boat. The flat car is a fairly basic model, fairly basic low-end model. It does have the brake wheel on the end there, and it does have some decent underframe detail with the bracing and stuff. It has a weight in there concealed, so you can run them without the boat. They'll still run nice. But like I said, this one's been around since the 1960s. It's been an Athearn staple, and we're bringing it back, first time since 2009. We have new paint schemes on the boats, especially the Armed Forces versions, which should be really popular, not only with train collectors, but military collectors as well. So, with that being said, I don't have anything else to show you guys. So, hopefully this was helpful, and we will talk to you next time. Alright, have a good one, guys.